Welcome to Bilingual Health and Wealth Academy. We are diving deep today into a topic that's got everyone talking.
It really does.
Love languages.
That's right.
And we have Dr. Shu-Chen Hao with us,
Yes, Dr. Shu-Chen Hao, that's Dr. Ho.
author of the Love Language Code and also the founder of Kokushung-san Ltd.
Yeah, her book is making waves.
It is. And, you know,
good reason.
it's a hot topic.
It is. It really is.
We're talking about love languages.
Those unspoken ways we show and experience love.
It could really make or break things.
Yeah. You know, her book builds upon the work of
Yeah.
Dr. Gary Chapman,
Mm-hmm.
who, you know, kind of popularized this idea
He did.
that there are these 5 love languages.
5 distinct ones, yeah.
Words of affirmation,
Thanks and service.
receiving gifts,
Quality time.
physical touch.
Yeah.
But I have to admit, I'm a little skeptical.
Oh, really?
Is this just another,
Okay.
you know, self-help buzzword
Why
or
not trendy?
something?
Yeah, trendy thing.
Or does it actually help?
Can it actually lead to stronger relationships?
Well, I think she addresses that directly.
Okay.
You know, she really argues
Okay.
that it's not about labeling yourself or your partner.
Got it.
It's about realizing we often express love in the way that we want to receive it.
So
And that can cause issues.
if my love language is, say, acts of service,
Okay.
I might be doing all these thoughtful gestures for my partner.
Right. Like what kind of things?
Doing the dishes,
Okay.
organizing their desk.
All right.
But if their love language is words of affirmation, those actions might not be hitting the mark for them.
Exactly.
Emotionally.
Exactly. They might be craving,
Yeah.
you know, those verbal expressions of love, like
Right.
compliments and appreciation,
Okay.
encouragement, those kinds of things.
I see. So they might appreciate the clean dishes,
Right.
but
Yeah, it's not
it's not really
speaking their language.
taking their language.
Right.
Okay. So I'm starting to see how this could be like a
Okay.
game changer.
Yeah.
But how do we even figure out our own love language,
Yeah. Good question.
let alone our partners?
Well, that's where the book comes in.
So,
She offers
okay.
a lot of tips
Yeah.
for becoming what she calls a love language detective.
I love that.
It starts with, you know, self-awareness.
So if I get really excited when somebody
Yeah.
notices my new haircut
Uh-huh.
or tells me I did a good job
Okay.
on a presentation, that means words of affirmation are important to me.
That's right. Exactly.
And then,
Then it's about
yeah,
observing your partner.
yeah.
What makes them light up?
Okay.
What do they complain about?
Yeah.
How do they express love to you?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So you kind of have to,
Be a student of your partner,
yeah, that's a good way to put it.
learning all their little nuances.
It is, yeah. And of course,
Yeah.
good old-fashioned communication plays a role too.
Oh, so important.
Yeah, you can't be afraid
Right.
to have those conversations.
Right.
Don't be afraid to ask them directly.
Okay.
You know, what makes you feel most loved?
Yeah, I could see how that would be super valuable.
Mm-hmm.
It's like going beyond the assumptions
Yeah,
and
beauty-
getting to the heart of it.
Yeah, and once you understand each other's love languages,
Okay.
then you can start speaking them more fluently.
Okay.
You know, and that's when the magic happens.
Right, but let's be real.
Yeah,
No relationship is perfect.
that's true.
You know, disagreements are going to happen,
Of course.
even if you know each other's love languages.
Yeah,
So does the book
it does.
talk about how to deal with conflict?
Yes, she has a whole chapter
Oh, wow.
on navigating disagreements using love languages.
That's an interesting perspective.
Yeah,
Because I tend to see conflict as something to avoid
that's natural.
at all costs.
Think about it this way. Understanding your partner's love language can actually help you de-escalate conflict
Okay.
and communicate better when things are tense.
So if my partner's love language is quality time
Okay.
and we are having a disagreement,
Uh-huh.
the worst thing I can do is storm off to another room
Probably.
because I am
Yeah.
like withdrawing affection in the language that speaks to them
Exactly. Yeah. You're
loudest.
basically saying, I don't care about spending time with you. I don't want to be with you right now.
Right.
So instead, you want to acknowledge their need for connection,
Okay.
even when you're disagreeing.
So maybe say something like,
Yeah.
I need a few minutes to cool down,
All right.
but I want to talk about this with you later.
Yeah.
Can we sit down together then?
I love that. Yeah, that's
about,
speaking their language when
Yeah.
it's hard.
yeah.
Yeah, and the book also gives a lot of good communication tips,
Yeah, like what?
like using I statements instead of you statements.
Yeah, I've heard that can be helpful.
It can really make a difference because
Yeah.
it shifts the focus
Yeah.
from blaming to expressing how you feel.
Right.
You know, instead of saying, you never listen to me, you could say, I feel unheard when I'm interrupted.
I see how that little shift
Yeah.
can change the tone
It really can.
of the whole conversation.
Yeah, and she also talks about knowing when to just take a break.
Yeah.
How many times have we said things we regretted,
Too many to count.
in the heat of the moment?
I definitely need to step away sometimes
Yeah.
and gather my thoughts before I can communicate well.
Exactly. And knowing when to do that,
Yeah.
that's a strength.
That's not a weakness.
It's not giving up. It's being smart.
Yeah.
It's saying, you know what? I'm getting to my limit.
Yeah.
We need to take a break.
Right. And come back later.
So you don't say something
Yeah.
you'll regret.
Because it's about prioritizing healthy communication
Exactly.
over winning the argument.
Nobody wins an argument.
Right.
You both end up feeling bad.
Exactly. It doesn't solve anything.
Yeah, you're on the same team,
Right. You are.
and sometimes the best thing you can do is step back,
Yeah.
cool down,
Yeah.
come back with a new perspective.
So understanding love languages is about more than just,
Yeah,
giving gifts or compliments.
it is.
It's learning to really communicate
It is. It's a deeper
in a
level.
way that resonates.
It is.
Okay, that's great. But what about the long haul?
Okay.
Relationships evolve.
Of course.
So how do we make sure
Right.
that we are continuing to
Yeah,
speak each other's love language
it's a good question.
as we grow and change?
Well, that's where adapting love languages comes in.
Okay.
And she talks about that in the book.
Okay.
Think of it like this. Our needs and preferences change as we go through life.
Yeah. I mean, just think about
Yeah.
how much our priorities shift
Right.
with career changes, family dynamics.
Right, all kinds of things.
Yeah.
Life throws you curveballs,
I have to adjust.
So it's not about being stuck in one love language forever.
It's not. No, it's about.
It's about being flexible
That's right.
and adapting.
That's right. As you grow.
That makes sense.
And that's where a relationship communication plan can be helpful.
Oh, tell me more about this. Is it like having
It's not
weekly meetings or something?
No. It's not that formal.
Okay.
It's about being proactive and intentional
Okay,
about the connection
I see.
instead of waiting for problems.
So it's like a checkup
Yeah, I love that.
for the relationship.
Yeah, like a regular checkup.
Where you're making sure everything is okay.
Exactly.
And addressing anything.
Yeah.
Before it becomes a big problem.
That's a great analogy.
Okay.
It's about setting goals for better communication,
Right.
developing rituals and routines that nurture the connection,
Okay.
and regularly evaluating how it's going.
It sounds like a practical approach.
It is to keeping the communication open
It is, and making sure you both feel heard.
and understood.
And understood, yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's something
Oh,
we often overlook
yeah. What's that?
is that, getting support from others
Yeah.
in our relationships.
We often think we have to do it on our own.
We try to go it alone.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and it can be really helpful
Out
to reach
alone.
out
Yeah.
to trusted friends, family members,
Family.
even professionals
Even professionals, yeah.
for advice and support.
Absolutely.
And couples workshops
Yes, those are great.
or support groups.
It can be so validating
Yeah.
to connect with other couples going through similar things
Absolutely.
and learn from their experience.
Yeah, because every relationship has
They do.
its ups and downs. And there's strength in seeking
There is support
that support.
and guidance.
Exactly. And the book emphasizes that building a support network,
Yeah, can make a huge difference.
especially,
When you hit those rough patches.
yeah, and it's about realizing
Yeah,
that we're all in this together.
we are. And sharing.
Sharing our experiences and supporting each other
Exactly.
can help us grow
Absolutely.
and thrive in our relationships.
Yeah. The book has a nice chapter
Oh, yeah.
at the end about,
Right.
continuous growth in relationships.
I like that.
Because it acknowledges
Yeah.
that relationships are always evolving.
They are.
They're never static.
Right.
They're always changing.
So it's not about reaching
Yeah.
some endpoint
Yeah.
where everything's perfect and conflict-free.
Nope.
It's about learning and adapting.
Yeah.
And becoming better partners,
It is.
along the way.
It is. It's about lifelong learning.
Yeah.
Being curious
Right.
about your partner.
Yes.
Celebrating the progress you make and
Yeah.
setting new goals together. So you're not just surviving, but thriving
I love that. Yeah.
as a couple.
Yeah. And, something that struck me about Dr. Howe
Yeah.
and her work is this belief
Yeah.
in the power of education.
Oh, yeah.
And she sees education not just as knowledge,
No.
but as like a tool.
A tool for personal growth.
Yeah.
And even societal change.
And her company,
Her company, too.
Kokoshum San Ltd, reflects that.
Yes, it's about
Yeah.
empowering people.
It's inspiring to see
It is.
someone so passionate
Absolutely.
about education.
Yeah, and they have tons of resources
Yeah.
on their website, cocoshengsan.net.
Oh, that's great.
If you want to
Okay.
learn more about personal development
Okay, yeah.
and relationship building.
I have to check that out.
Yeah, definitely.
And of course, I highly recommend her book, The Love Language Code.
It really is.
Such a great
Great book.
deep dive into
It is.
communication and connection.
Yeah.
This deep dive has
Yeah.
given me a lot to think about.
What stands out to you most?
I think for me, what's really resonating is that idea that
Yeah.
learning to speak each other's love language
Yeah.
is an ongoing process.
It is.
It's not a one-time fix.
It's a journey, not a destination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about showing up
It is.
and adapting
And nurturing
and nurturing that connection.
that connection. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
beautiful way to put it.
And, it's not even just about romantic relationships.
No, it applies to
These principles can apply to friendships,
family, coworkers,
all kinds of relationships.
Yeah, all kinds of relationships.
Yeah.
It makes me think about, my teenage son,
Oh, yeah.
who I've been trying to connect with
Yeah.
by, telling him how proud I am of him,
Okay.
how much I love him.
Uh-huh.
But it doesn't seem to be working.
Yeah.
And I think his love language, have you thought about
Yeah.
what his love language might be?
I think it might be quality time.
Oh, okay.
Because he really lights up
Okay.
when we do things together.
Yeah.
Like, even if it's just, like, playing video games.
Okay.
Or watching a movie.
Yeah.
Or just hanging out,
Okay.
talking.
Yeah. So
Maybe instead of just telling him I'm proud of him,
Uh-huh.
I should suggest that we do something together
I love that.
that we both enjoy.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that's speaking his language.
It's like speaking his language.
Right.
It's not about showering him with praise.
Right.
It's about
It's about connecting
Yeah.
in a way that matters to him.
he speaks to his heart.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's amazing how a little insight into human nature
Yeah.
can change your whole approach
Yeah. It really is.
to relationships.
It makes you wonder,
It does.
like, what other little cues
Right.
are we missing?
What are we missing?
Yeah. In our
Yeah.
interactions with others.
That's a great question.
What opportunities
What opportunities are we
for connection are we overlooking?
missing? Right.
Right.
That's the beauty of this. It's
Yeah.
lifelong learning.
It really is.
In relationships.
Yeah, and approaching it with curiosity
Yeah, with curiosity
and a desire to connect.
and that willingness to grow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And to grow together.
that's right.
It's about recognizing that even the most challenging relationships
Even the challenging ones, yeah.
can be transformed.
Yeah, if you're willing to put in the effort.
When we put in the effort
Yeah.
to speak each other's love languages.
It's funny because
Yeah.
these ideas aren't new.
Right.
The book even quotes ancient philosophers who
Yeah.
knew this,
Yeah.
that you have to adapt.
Right. So it's like we've always known this.
We have, but her book
He
really,
brings it all together in
Yeah.
a practical.
it's practical and actionable. Actionable way, yeah.
This has been such a great deep dive.
It is.
I hope our listeners
I hope so too.
have gotten some insights.
Me too.
If there's one thing
Yeah.
I want them to take away
What's that?
from this conversation,
Okay.
it's that every relationship
Every relationship
is a unique
unique.
and precious gift.
It is.
And learning to speak each other's love language.
Just how we
Yeah.
nurture and cherish that gift.
Beautifully said. So, as you go about your day today,
Yeah.
I encourage you to think about this.
Okay.
What's one small gesture
Yeah.
you can make today to express love
Yeah.
in a language that resonates with someone you care about?
That speaks to their heart.
It could be a heartfelt compliment,
It could.
a helping
A
hand,
gift, a gift.
quality time,
Quality time, a hug.
a hug, yeah, whatever.
Whatever it is, let
Yeah.
it be a conscious
A conscious act of love.
act of love.
Yeah.
And remember,
You can find more resources at
cocoshengsan.net.
cocoshengsan.net.
And if you want a practical guide
Yeah.
to building stronger relationships,
Dr. Howe's book
Dr. Howe's book, The Love Language Code,
is fantastic.
is a fantastic resource.
It is.
All right, until next time,
Until next time.
keep those conversations flowing.
Let them flow.
Keep those connections strong.
Keep them strong.
And keep diving deep.
Keep diving deep. Yeah, it's like, it's about realizing that what made you feel loved and appreciated 5 years ago might not be the same today.
Right. Yeah.
And the key is, noticing those shifts and having honest conversations about how to change things up.
So it's not like you're stuck with the same love language.
No, it's not about being rigid.
Right.
It's about being flexible
Yeah.
as you evolve.
And that's where she talks about a relationship communication plan.
Exactly.
Oh, tell me more.
It's in the book.
Okay.
And
Is it like,
a weekly meeting?
no. It's not that formal.
Okay.
It's more about being proactive
I see.
and intentional
Right.
about how you nurture your connection
Okay.
instead of just waiting for problems to happen.
So it's like a regular checkup
Yeah.
for your relationship,
I love that analogy.
where you're making sure things are running smoothly
Exactly.
and you address any issues
Right.
before they blow up.
I love it. It's like
Okay.
setting goals for better communication
Okay.
and developing rituals and routines that foster connections.
It's like what? Give me an example.
Like, maybe you have a standing date night.
Okay.
Or,
Yeah.
a certain time each week where you just sit down and talk
Right.
without distractions.
I like that. It sounds like a
Yeah.
practical approach to
Uh,
keeping those lines of communication open
absolutely.
and making sure we both feel
You both feel heard
heard and understood.
and understood. Yeah.
And I think something we often overlook
Like that.
is the importance of getting support from others
Yeah, we do.
in our relationships.
We often think we have to do it all ourselves.
Yeah, we do. We try to go it alone,
Yeah.
and it can be so valuable to reach out to
To like trusted friends.
family members,
Yeah.
even professional,
Even professionals. Yeah.
for advice and support,
Absolutely.
and like going to couples workshops
Yeah, those are great.
or support groups.
They can be so validating.
Yeah.
To connect with other couples who are going through the same things
Yeah, and just
and learn from their experience
realizing that you're not alone
that you're not alone
in this,
Oh, right?
and that every relationship has
They all do.
its ups and downs,
Mm-hmm.
and there's strength in
They're
seeking that support
seeking that support, absolutely.
and guidance.
And she emphasizes that
Yeah,
building that support network can really help, especially when you hit those rough patches.
and it's about realizing,
It is.
we're all in this together,
We are.
and by sharing our experiences,
Yeah, by sharing,
supporting each other.
help each other,
Exactly.
grow and thrive.
Absolutely. The book ends with a beautiful chapter
Okay.
about continuous growth
Oh, I love that.
in relationships.
Yeah, it acknowledges that relationships are always,
Yeah, they're always evolving.
they are.
They're never static.
Right.
They're dynamic.
So it's not about reaching some endpoint
Yeah.
where
yeah.
everything is perfect and conflict free.
Yeah.
It's about
It's about the journey.
learning,
Learning,
adapting,
becoming better partners.
becoming better partners
As you go,
along the way.
it's about lifelong learning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Being curious about your partner,
being curious.
celebrating the progress you make,
Yeah,
and setting new goals.
and setting new goals together.
Yeah. So you're not just surviving, but thriving
I love that. Yeah.
as a couple.
Something that really struck me about
Yeah.
Dr. Howe
Mm-hmm.
and her work
Yeah.
is this belief
Yeah.
in the power of education.
Oh, yeah.
And she sees education not just as knowledge,
Right.
but as a tool.
As a tool for personal growth.
Personal growth, yeah.
Yeah, and even societal change.
And her company,
For company, too.
Kokushung-san Ltd., reflects that.
It does.
It's about empowering people.
empowering people. That's right.
It's really inspiring to see someone who
Yes.
is so passionate about
It is education.
making education accessible.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and helping people reach their potential.
And they have a ton of great resources on their website.
really?
kokushungsan.net. If
Okay.
you want to learn more about
Yeah.
personal development and
Mhm.
relationship building.
I'll have to check that out.
You should.
And of course, I have to recommend her book, The Love Language Code.
It is
It's such a
fantastic book.
fantastic resource.
It is.
For anyone wanting to build,
Stronger relationship
stronger and more fulfilling relationships.
through better communication.
So this has been
Yeah.
a great deep dive.
What stands out to you most?
I think for me, what's really resonating is that idea that
Yeah.
learning to speak each other's love language
Yeah.
is an ongoing thing.
It is.
It's not a one-time fix.
It's a journey.
Yeah.
It's not a destination.
It's about showing up
It's about being present
and adapting
and nurturing.
and nurturing the connection.
Yeah, that's
Right.
that's beautifully said.
And it's not even just about romantic relationships.
It's not. No, it applies to all kinds.
These principles apply to friendships,
family relationships,
family relationships, work relationships,
coworkers, all kinds of relationships.
all kinds of relationships.
Yeah.
It makes me think about
Yeah.
my teenage son,
Oh yeah.
who I've been trying to connect with,
Yeah.
by telling him
We're telling him.
how proud I am of him
Okay.
and how much I love him.
Uh-huh.
and it doesn't seem to be working. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Have you thought about
I think his love language
what his love language is?
might be quality time,
Oh,
because he lights up
okay.
when we do things together,
Yeah.
like playing video games or watching movies
Yeah,
or just hanging out and talking.
yeah, so maybe
Maybe instead of just telling him I'm proud of him,
try.
I could suggest that we do something
I love that.
together
Yeah, because that's
that we both enjoy.
speaking his language.
It's speaking his language.
Right. It's not about showering him with praise.
It's about connecting in a way.
It's about connecting
And
that matters to him.
Speaks to his heart.
That's right.
You know, it's amazing how a little bit of
Yeah.
insight into human nature.
It can change your whole
Yeah.
approach to relationships.
It really can, and it makes you think,
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
like, what other cues are we missing
What else are we missing?
in our interactions?
Right, right.
You know,
Yeah, that's the beauty of it.
what opportunities are we overlooking for connection?
It's lifelong learning
It really is.
in relationships.
Yeah.
Right?
And approaching it with curiosity
With curiosity.
and a desire to connect,
with a desire to connect and grow.
you know,
Right.
and to grow together.
Together.
It's about recognizing that even the most challenging relationships
Even the most challenging ones
can be transformed.
if you're willing to
Yeah.
put in the effort
If you're willing to put in the effort
to speak each other's.
to speak each other's love languages.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
Because, these ideas aren't new.
Right.
The book quotes ancient philosophers who knew this stuff.
Right.
You know,
It's like we've always known it on some level,
we have.
but her book brings it all together.
She brings it all together
Yeah.
in a practical,
It's practical and actionable.
actionable way.
Yeah.
Yeah, this has been a great deep dive.
It really has.
I hope our listeners
I hope so too.
got some good insights from it.
You too.
If there's one thing I hope they take away
Yeah.
from this conversation,
What is it?
it's that every relationship
Every relationship is a
is unique
and precious.
and precious gift, and
Yes.
learning to speak each other's love language
is the way we
is how we nurture and cherish that gift.
beautifully said.
Yeah.
So as you go about your day today,
Yeah.
I encourage you to think about this.
Okay.
What's one small gesture you can make
Yeah.
today to express love in a language that resonates
In a language
with someone you care about?
that speaks to their heart.
It could be a heartfelt compliment,
It could be
a helping hand,
A gift,
a gift, quality time, a hug,
a hug,
whatever it is.
whatever it is. Yeah.
Let it be a conscious act of love.
A conscious act of love.
And remember, you can find more resources
You can find more resources at
cocoshungsam.net.
kokoshungsan.net.
And if you want a practical guide
If you're looking for a practical guide,
to building stronger relationships,
Dr. Howe's book,
Dr. Howe's book.
The Love Language Code.
The Love Language Code is a fantastic resource.
Yes, a fantastic resource.
All right, until next time,
Until next time,
keep those conversations flowing.
keep those conversations flowing.
Those connections strong.
Keep those connections strong.
Keep diving deep.
Keep diving deep.
You know, it's almost like we've been given this toolbox
Yeah.
for building these great relationships, but nobody taught us how to use the tools.
We weren't given the instructions.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
We're just kind of
We're just figuring it out as we go.
fumbling around.
Yeah, trial and error.
Dr. Howe's book is like that instruction manual.
It gives you that
It
framework
gives you the language,
to really understand
to understand those dynamics.
how to connect
Yeah.
on a deeper level.
It's about moving beyond those
Yeah, it's not just
surface level interactions.
surface level. It's about really creating something meaningful.
And the best part is,
Yeah,
it's never too late to learn this.
never too late.
You know, whether you're single, in a new relationship,
Doesn't matter.
or you've been with your partner for years,
It's always helpful.
this can make a difference.
Always.
Well, this has been a real eye-opener for me,
It has been for me too.
and I hope it has been for our listeners as well.
I hope so. And
Yeah.
if there's one thing I hope you take away,
What's that?
it's that every relationship
Every relationship.
is a unique and precious gift.
Yeah.
And learning to speak each other's love language
Yeah.
is one of the most powerful ways
Yeah.
to nurture and cherish that gift.
Beautifully said.
Thank you.
So as you go about your day today,
Yeah.
I want to encourage you to consider this.
Okay.
What's one small gesture you can make today
Yeah.
to express love
Mm-hmm.
in a language that speaks to someone you care about?
That speaks to their heart. Yeah.
You know, it could be a heartfelt compliment.
Could be
It could be a helping hand,
a gift
a thoughtful gift,
for quality time.
some quality time,
A warm embrace.
a warm embrace. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Whatever it is.
Let it be a conscious act of love.
Yeah.
spoken in their language.
And remember, you can find more resources.
You can find more resources at
CocoShenzan.net.
cocoshansan.net.
And if you want a practical guide to building stronger relationships,
Yeah, Dr. Howe's book
Dr. Howe's book, The Love Language Code,
is a great place to start.
is a fantastic resource.
It is.
All right, until next time,
Until next time,
keep those conversations flowing,
keep them flowing.
keep those connections strong,
Keep them strong.
and keep diving deep.
Keep
Rise
diving
up.
deep.
Feel the fire in your chest. Chase dreams, put your doubts to the test. Raise your voice. Let your spirit be free. No fear, no limits, just believe. Every stumble, every fall, just a chance to rise. In the darkest night, stars still light up the skies. You're a fighter, you're a force, don't you ever give up. Take a stand, make a mark, show the world your true love. Shine on like a diamond in the sky. Reach high and let your spirit fly. Together we'll rise, we won't be denied. Shine on, you were born to light up the night. In the depths of the night, when shadows try to dim your glow, remember you're a beacon, a guiding light. The stars echo, hold on to hope. Let it fuel your burning desire. For in every challenge lies the spark of a brighter fire. So when the journey gets tough and the road seems long, just close your eyes, hear the chorus and carry on strong. With each step, with each breath, let your brilliance ignite. For you, my friend, were meant to shine on through the night. Rise up, feel the fire in your chest. Chase dreams, put your doubts to the test. Raise your voice, let your spirit be free. No fear, no limits, just believe. Every stumble, every fall, just a chance to rise in the darkest night. Stars still light up the skies. You're a fighter, you're a force. Don't you ever give up, take a stand. Make a mark, show the world your true love. Shine on like a diamond in the sky. Reach high, let your spirit fly. Together we'll rise, we won't be denied. Shine on, you were born to light up the night. Rise up, feel the fire in your chest. Chase dreams, put your doubts to the test. Raise your voice, let your spirit be free. No fear, no limits, just believe. Every stumble, every fall, just a chance to rise in the darkest night. Stars still light up the skies. You're a fighter, you're a force. Don't you ever give up, take a stand. Make a mark, show the world your true love. Shine on like a diamond in the sky. Reach high, let your spirit fly. Together we'll rise, we won't be denied. You were born to light up the night. Rise up, feel the fire in your chest. Chase dreams, put your doubts to the test. Raise your voice, let your spirit be free. No fear, no limits, just believe. Every stumble, every fall, just a chance to rise in the darkest night. Stars still light up the skies. You're a fighter, you're a force. Don't you ever give up, take a stand. Make a mark, show the world your true love. diamond in the sky. Reach high, let your spirit fly. Together we'll rise, we won't be denied. You were born to light up the night. Shine on, you were born to light up the night. Shine on, like a spirit fly. Together we'll rise, we won't be denied. Shine on you, you were born to light up the night. In the depths of the night, when shadows try to dim your glow, remember you're a beacon, a guiding light as stars echo. Hold on to hope, let it fuel your burning desire. For in every challenge lies the spark of a brighter fire. So when the journey gets tough and the road seems long, just close your eyes, hear the chorus and carry on strong. With each step, with each breath, let your brilliance ignite. For you, my friend, were meant to shine on through the night.